Sri Gurubhyo Nama children, welcome to online project Ekalaiva. Already we are discussing about manufacturing industries. So many, in the starting class I have started about I gave definition for manufacturing. I told about the importance of manufacturing, significance of manufacturing. After that I linked agriculture and industry, and I linked industrialization and urbanization, and we have seen the various factors that affect the location of industries. After that I told about the industry and market linkage, and then we have discussed about the classification of industries. There are various classifications we have seen. After that I have started with the topic agro based industries. Yesterday I have started with the topic agro based industries, and I gave definition for agro based industries. The industries that depend on agriculture for raw materials. So when the industries depend on agriculture for raw materials, we can call it as agro based industries. Under agro based industries I talked about three different industries: cotton textile industry, jute industry and sugar industry. Yesterday we have discussed about the cotton textile industry. I told about the first cotton mill that has been set up in Mumbai in 1854. And I told about the various features for the concentration of cotton mills in and around Maharashtra and Gujarat. Why cotton mills are found in the cotton growing belt of in and around Maharashtra and Gujarat. I gave explanation, I gave some features. And I told about the various challenges faced by the cotton textile industries. After that, today we are going to discuss about the other agro based industries, that is jute industry and sugar industry. So we are going to see today about jute industry and sugar industries which are coming under agro based industries. Are you ready, children? I am going to start now. Now today we are going to talk about the jute industry. So this jute industry is also coming under agro based industries. So here the raw material for jute industry is raw jute. Raw jute is the raw material which is needed for the jute industry. This raw jute is available from agriculture. So it is also a agro based industry. So like cotton textile industry, this jute industry is also coming under agro based industries because the raw material is raw jute here which is obtained from agriculture. So here when you talk about the jute industry, India is the largest producer of raw jute. So India is the largest producer of raw jute and jute goods. So we are the largest producer of jute products in our country, and there are about 70 jute mills in our country. So when you talk about the number of jute mills in our country, there are nearly 70 jute mills in our country. So we are the largest producer of jute products in our country, and the first jute mill was set up in Kolkata in 1859. So like first cotton mill which was set up in Mumbai in 1854, the first jute mill was set up in Kolkata in 1859. And we are going to see the use of this jute fiber. So jute is used in making ropes, bags, carpets, etc. So when you talk about the usage of jute, it is used for making ropes, mats, carpets, etc. And most of the jute mills are located in the Hooghly River in Kolkata. So this is one 3-mark question, or you can get it as a 5-mark question also. So this slide talks about the jute industry. So we are the largest producers of jute in our country. We are producing greater, and moreover when you talk about the first jute mill which was set up in Kolkata in 1859, and apart from that most of the jute mills are concentrated in and around Hooghly River. So we are going to see why jute mills are located or concentrated or situated in and around the Hooghly River. There are so many reasons for the concentration of jute industries in and around the Hooghly River. So one by one we are going to see in detail. The next one. So the question is, Most of the jute mills are concentrated in the Hooghly river. What is the reason? Why more and more jute mills are found around the Hooghly river? So the first reason, raw jute is available in West Bengal. So the first reason is we need the raw material. So what is the raw material here? Raw jute is available for West Bengal. So raw jute is available. Inexpensive water transport. So they can export the jute products to other countries through water transport. So inexpensive. So water transport is inexpensive. So they can transport the goods to jute products to other countries by waterways. So which is inexpensive. The next one, a good network of railway, roadway and waterway to facilitate movement of raw materials to the mills. So actually the raw jute has to be transported from the agricultural field to the industries, is it not? So I need to move the raw materials from the agricultural field to the jute mills. So proper transport facilities are required. So when you talk about the transport facilities, here we have, what is that? Railway, roadway and waterway. So through railway, roadway or waterway, we can transport the raw materials from the agricultural field to the jute mills. So this again another added advantage. So what is the first one? Raw jute is available for West Bengal. Inexpensive water transport. So through water transport they can able to export the goods to other countries, jute goods to other countries, which is inexpensive. The next one, apart from waterway, we have what is the railway and roadway also, where through that we can able to transport the raw jute from the agricultural field to the jute mills. The next one, abundant water for processing raw jute. Raw jute has to be processed. Is it not? Raw material. Raw jute has to be processed. For processing raw jute, I need abundant water. So this abundant water is supplied by the Hooghly river. So we can get abundant water facilities from the Hooghly river for processing raw jute. So again another added advantage. Next, cheap labor from West Bengal and the adjoining states of Bihar, Orissa and Uttar Pradesh. So I need cheap labor facilities also. Cheap labor facilities are available in West Bengal and around the adjoining states of Uttar Pradesh and Bihar. So cheap labor facilities are required for jute industry. I can get the cheap labor facilities from West Bengal as well as from the adjoining states of Orissa and Uttar Pradesh. And last point, Kolkata is a large urban center which provides banking, insurance and port facilities for export of jute goods. So in order to export the jute goods to other countries, we need what is that? Banking facilities, insurance facilities. So all these are provided by the urban center Kolkata, which acts as an urban center which provides various services like banking facilities, port facilities and insurance facilities for to export the jute goods to other countries. So this slide talks about the location of jute mills in and around the Hooghly river. Why jute mills are located in and around the Hooghly river? So what is the first point? Raw jute is available for West Bengal. So what is the raw material for jute industry? Raw jute. The second one, inexpensive water transport. So they can send the goods to other countries through water transport, through waterways, which is inexpensive. The next one, I told about the abundant water supply. We need abundant water for processing raw jute. So abundant water is provided by the Hooghly river for processing raw jute. Apart from this, we need proper transport facilities. Already inexpensive water transport is there. Apart from that, we have a good network of railway and roadway for the transport of raw jute from the agricultural field to the jute mills. And the next point, I told about the labor facilities. We need cheap labor facilities. So here cheap labor facilities are available from West Bengal and around the adjoining states of Orissa and Uttar Pradesh. The last point, Kolkata, which is the capital of West Bengal, it acts as a urban center. So this Kolkata, which is a urban center, which provides various services to the industries like banking facilities, insurance facilities, as well as the transport facilities, so that they can able to move the goods from one place to another place. So all these are the various reasons for the location of jute mills in and around the Hooghly River. The next one, we are going to see the problems faced by jute industry, challenges faced by jute industries. So what are the challenges faced by jute industry? We are going to see one by one. The first one, so this slide talks about the challenges faced by jute industry. What is the greatest challenge for jute industry? Stiff competition from other substitutes. Stiff competition in the international market from synthetic substitutes and from other competitors like Bangladesh, Brazil, Philippines, Egypt and Thailand. So the greatest challenge for the jute industry is the synthetic products. Synthetic substitutes are available in the international market by other countries like Philippines, Thailand, Egypt, etc. So apart from jute, which is a which is called natural fiber. So jute products, which is a natural fiber which is costly. So people are moving from natural fiber to the synthetic fibers. So synthetic substitutes are available here. What is the synthetic substitute here? We can talk about the nylon, synthetic substitute. So other than jute, there is a synthetic substitute available which is known as nylon. So synthetic fiber. So jute is the natural fiber. So jute is natural fiber. So what is the greatest challenge for jute industry? Synthetic substitutes are available in the international market. So one of the synthetic substitute for jute is nylon, which is available at cheaper price. As this synthetic substitute nylon is available in the international market at cheaper prices, so people, they are shifting from jute goods to nylon goods, from the natural fibers to the synthetic fibers. So this is the greatest challenge faced by the jute industry. So one of the important challenge, greatest challenge faced by the jute industry is stiff competition. What is the competition here? They are getting substitutes. That is, synthetic substitutes are available in the international market, for example nylon, so which is available at cheaper price. So people are shifting from the natural fibers to the synthetic fibers. Jute fiber, it is very costly, so they are moving from the natural fibers to synthetic substitutes, that is nylon, which is available at cheaper price. The next one, we are going to talk about the government of India. It has they wanted to increase the use of, they wanted to improve the production of jute. So they wanted to make the usage of jute mandatory. So for that, in order to improve the production of jute, in order to enrich the usage of jute products, Indian government has formulated the National Jute Policy in 2005. So this is National Jute Policy of 2005. So they wanted to improve the jute production, they wanted to increase the usage of jute products. So they have formulated the National Jute Policy in the year 2005, and there are certain features of National Jute Policy. What is the first feature? Increasing the productivity. So they wanted to increase the production of jute. So they wanted to increase the jute production. That is the first feature of national jute policy. What is national jute policy? Why they have formulated this national jute policy? As synthetic substitutes are available in the international market, as people started to use the synthetic products which are available at cheaper price, the usage of natural fibers have been reduced. So the government of India, they have formulated what is the national jute policy in order to enrich the use of the jute products in our country. So this national jute policy has got some features. What is the first feature? Increasing the productivity. They wanted to increase the production of jute. Second one, ensuring good prices to the jute farmers. So they wanted to ensure jute farmers has to be given better prices for their products. This is the second feature. The third one, enhancing the yield per hectare. So they wanted to increase the yield per hectare. All these are the features of national jute policy. So this national jute policy has been formulated in the year 2005, which has got some special features. What is the first feature? Increasing the productivity. So the main principle is they wanted to increase the production of jute. What is the second one? They wanted to give assurance to the farmers to get better prices for the jute farmers. They wanted to ensure better prices for the jute farmers. The third one, they wanted to increase the yield per hectare. So per hectare they wanted to increase the yield. So all these are the features of National Jute Policy 2005. The next one, we are going to talk about the sugar industry. So this sugar industry is also coming under agro based industry. So we are discussing about agro based industry. The first one I have talked about cotton textile industry. The second one I talked about the jute industry, which is also an agro based industry. Now the third one is what is that sugar industry, which is also an agro based industry, because the raw material is sugarcane here, raw sugarcane, which is available from agriculture. So the sugar industry is also getting the raw material, raw sugarcane from agriculture. So it is also known as agro based industry. So sugar industries are coming under agro based industries. Okay, when you talk about our country, India stands second as a world producer of sugar. So we are standing in the second place in the world production of sugar. So India stands in the second place in the world production of sugar. Uttar Pradesh is the largest sugarcane producing state. So when you talk about our country, the largest sugarcane producing state is Uttar Pradesh, which is in the North India, is it not? So Uttar Pradesh is the largest sugarcane producing state in our country. So in the world, we are standing in the second place, whereas in our country, Uttar Pradesh is the largest producer of sugarcane. The next one, India occupies the first place in the production of gur and kandasari. So we are occupying, we attain the first place, we are in the first place in the production of gur and kandasari. What is gur actually? Gur is nothing but jaggery. Gur is nothing but jaggery. What is that kandasari? Unrefined sugar. What is kandasari? This is unrefined sugar. Unrefined sugar which will be brown in color. So even though we are standing in the second place, in the world production, but Uttar Pradesh is found to be the largest producer of sugarcane in India. And when you talk about the production of gur and kandasari, so gur is nothing but jaggery, kandasari is nothing but unrefined sugar which is brown in color. So in these two products, we are standing in the first place, and the raw material used in this industry is bulky. Already I told you. So here the sugar industry uses the bulky raw material, sugarcane, raw sugarcane which is bulky, heavy raw material. So bulky, what is that? What is the meaning of bulky? It is heavy. So raw sugarcane, which is the raw material, is bulky, and it is the second largest agro based industry. after cotton. So after cotton textile industry, sugar industry is coming under second, it is standing in the second place in the agro based industries. So after cotton textile industry, it is the sugar industry it is in the second position in the agro based industries. Most of the mills are near sugarcane cultivated areas. So when you talk about the sugar mills, so usually sugar mills will be very closer to the sugarcane cultivated areas so that they can avoid the transport delay. At the same time, they can reduce the transportation cost for transporting the raw material from the agricultural field to the industrial area, industrial site. So these are the features of sugar industry. So sugar industry occupies second place in the agro based industry. So we are standing in the second place in the world in the production of sugar. When you talk about the largest sugarcane producing state, which is Uttar Pradesh in the North India, and we are occupying the first place in the production of gur and kansari. The next one I told about it is the second largest, agro based industry next to cotton textile industry. The next one we are going to see most of the raw sugarcane, most of the sugar industries, sugar mills are located closer to the agricultural fields so that they can easily transport this bulky raw material. So here the raw material sugarcane is bulky. So they wanted to transport the raw material from the agricultural field to the sugar mills. So So it should be, most of the sugar mills should be very closer to the agricultural field. Next we are going to talk about the challenges to sugar industry. What are the various challenges faced by the sugar industry? Challenges to sugar industries. What are the problems faced by sugar mills? What are the challenges to sugar industry? The first challenge, seasonal nature of industry. So it is a seasonal industry like agriculture, which is a seasonal activity. So sugarcane is a sugar industry, is a seasonal industry only for a particular season. So they can have the seasonal nature of the sugar industry, and old and inefficient methods of production. So in industries they are using old and inefficient methods. So they have not upgraded the technology. Old and inefficient methods are involved in the production of sugar from sugarcane. So this is again another disadvantage. The next one, transport delay in reaching sugarcane to the factories. So sugarcane has to be moved from the agricultural field to the sugar mill. So if there is a transport delay, so definitely it will take time to move the raw material from the agricultural field to the sugar mills. So this again another disadvantage. Next, needs to maximize the use of bagasse. So here all these are the challenges. So what is the first challenge? The first one is seasonal nature. So it's a seasonal industry. The second one, old and inefficient methods of production. They have not upgraded the technology. So old and inefficient technology is used in the production of sugar. The next one, transport delay. When there is no proper transport for the movement of sugarcane from the agricultural field to industry, so again, so it is a drawback. The next one, needs to maximize the use of bagasse. So bagasse is nothing but the residue that is left after the extraction of juice, the residue that is left after the extraction of juice from sugarcane. So we have to maximize the use of bagasse. So bagasse is nothing but the residue that is left after the extraction of juice from from sugarcane. All these are the problems or challenges faced by the sugar industry. So the first one I told about seasonal nature. Second one, old and inefficient technology. Third one, transport delay. When there is no proper transport system, the raw material, there will be a delay in the movement of raw material from the agricultural field to the industries. The next one I told about the to maximize the usage of bagasse. So bagasse is nothing but a residue that is left after the extraction of juice from the sugarcane. So all these are the challenges faced by sugar industries. And one more question is there, why sugar mills are shifted from the northern states to the southern states? So usually I told you the largest producer of sugarcane in our country is Uttar Pradesh, which is in North India. But why the sugar industries are shifted from North India to South India, from northern state to southern states? What are the various features? What are the reasons why they have shifted from the northern states to southern states? What is the first reason? Sucrose content in sugarcane is higher in the southern states, particularly in Maharashtra. So when you talk about the southern states, Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, so here when you talk about the sucrose content in sugarcane, which is greater in the southern states, that's why sugar mills have been shifted from the northern states to southern states. First point is sucrose content is greater. Second one, cooler climate. Climate also plays a greater role for the cultivation, is it not? So cooler climate is needed, so it is available there in southern states. That's why sugar mills have been shifted from northern state to southern states. The next one, longer crushing season. Crushing period is longer. Crushing season is longer in the southern states. That's why it has been shifted from northern states to southern states. The last one, cooperatives are successful in the southern states. So cooperative sector, it is coming under cooperative sectors which are successful in the southern states. That's why most of the jute mills are shifted from the northern states to southern states. So this slide, the last question what we have discussed in this slide is why most of the jute sugar mills are shifted from northern states to southern states. What are the reasons why they have shifted from northern states to southern states? There are so many reasons. What is the first reason? Sucrose content in sugarcane in the southern state is greater. So greater sucrose content is there in sugarcane in the southern states. The second one, crushing period is greater. The third one, we have a cool climate in the southern state. The fourth one, cooperatives are found to be successful. So the sugar industry is coming under cooperative sector. What is cooperative sector? Which is run by the producers, group of producers or suppliers of raw materials, or by both. We can call it as cooperative sectors. As cooperative sectors are successful in southern states, the sugar industry is shifted from North India to South India. So all these are the various reasons for the shift of sugar mills from northern India to southern India. So up to this I am stopping today. We have discussed about jute industry and sugar industry today in detail. I want everybody to go through this. Tomorrow we are going to talk about the mineral based industries. We have completed the agro based industries. Now we are going to start with the mineral based industries. I want everybody to go through this so that you will have a better understanding about the agro based industries. Tomorrow we will start with the mineral based industries. Thank you, children.